that two 11-win teams are matching up. Rams, Seahawks in Seattle at Lumen Field. And this game, of course, has so many implications inside the NFC and inside the NFC West. On first down, Rams able to get 8 yards. On 2nd and 2, they're going to run it to the right side with Kyren Williams, only able to get a yard. And so that will bring up a 3rd and 1 for Los Angeles. For those of you who always tune into our watch parties, you know what to do. Type those threes for a big 3rd down. Going to be more of a relaxed live show here tonight. Obviously, we're not going to get as hype as we usually do for a Niners game. But this game, of course, impacting San Francisco between these two division rivals. Ball spotted at the 38. Matthew Stafford going to throw it. And it's incomplete for Puka Nacua. It was a run-pass option, but not a classic RPO. It all came down to the look for Stafford. There was a tight end in motion from left to right. The offensive line went right, and Stafford could have handed it off to Kyren Williams. Instead, he liked the one-on-one on the outside to Puka Nacua, but the pass ball falls incomplete. Rams are going to go for it on this 4th and 1. Stafford under center. Rams hand it off to Kyren Williams. He gets wrapped up around the neck. Needed 1 yard, got about 2 yards. First down, Los Angeles here. Angry mob is in the building. Blank with the $2 super chat. Seahawks uniforms, too fancy. They're going to lose. Blank, these are very interesting uniforms. If you see the texture up close, they kind of look like Oregon uniforms. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Handoff goes to Kyren Williams, left side. Good gain. Gets about 7 or 8 yards there. Second and 3 for the Rams. Ball at the 47. They'll run it again to Kyren Williams. He gets spun down, but gets enough for the first down. One thing about the Rams, they've really gotten that run game going of late. And that has just made them a much more dangerous offense. Because obviously you know that Matthew Stafford can sling it as good as anybody in the NFL. Him and Josh Allen neck and neck in the MVP conversation. Devontae Adams not playing tonight because of a hamstring injury, by the way. But still, that passing game, potent. You have the system, the head coach, the play caller, the play designer, and Sean McVay. The quarterback in Matthew Stafford. You get that run game going as well. Just makes them very dynamic and well-rounded. Stafford on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he's actually going to run it for 4 yards. 40 points scored and 500-plus total yards in 2 straight games for the Rams, by the way. First time since the 2018 Saints under Sean Payton and Drew Brees. Rams run it again on 2nd and 6. Another positive pickup for Kyren Williams. Keep in mind, the Seahawks defense is one of the best in the NFL. Edgar, let's go Niners, but today let's go Seahawks. And I'm popping that up because if the Seahawks win and the Rams lose, Niners will still have an opportunity to get the number 1 seed. 3rd and 4. Stafford takes the shotgun snap, throws to the outside, finds his tight end in Ferguson. I think he got hit about a half yard shy of the first down marker. Let's see where they spot this. Sean McVay already went for it on a 4th and 1. Rams had picked it up. And no hesitation here from McVay. He's going to go for it again. 4th and inches. Stafford under center. Handoff to the right side. Kyron Williams. He might be short. It's going to depend on the spot. I don't think he got it. I think he's going to be literally an inch or two short. Virtual measurement coming up. I think Kyron Williams is short. We saw the Niners defense get some huge short yardage stops on the Rams back in week 5 at SoFi Stadium. I think the knee is down, and I think he might be short. Going to be fascinating what this virtual measurement shows. Here we go. He's short. 1 feet 3 inches short per the virtual measurement. So the Rams move the ball a little bit on this initial drive. They go for it on 4th down on a 4th and 1. They pick it up. Then they go for it again. And this Seahawks defense stands tall. Is everybody's hearing me pretty well, by the way? I noticed that my microphone, StreamYard, didn't connect to the right one. So I think that we've got the crisp audio right now. Is everybody hearing me all right? We're trying out a new type of live for the first time. So is the audio crisp? Awesome. William Roberts. Sea Chickens go get that touchdown again. If the Seahawks win, Niners control their own destiny to try to get the number 1 seed and win the NFC West. Sun Wukong, crisp like McDonald's Sprite, pertaining to the audio. Love it. Pink Spade, crisp like Chips Potato. Wet Noodle, crisp like you. Hey, thanks, bro. We're out here hanging out. By the way, if anybody wants to send in a super chat, obviously we appreciate that. It goes a long way in supporting the show. I don't have the shambong or the beer boot filled up for tonight, but we can still have some fun, and we'll get your super chats featured on the screen. Shout out to Blank with the $2 super chat a little bit earlier. 426 people watching. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. The more likes that we get, the closer that we get to 1,000 likes, and the more fun that we'll have here on the show. 2 11-win teams meeting up on Thursday Night Football. What a matchup tonight. There he is, Angry Mob. $10 super chat. Go Seat Chickens. I know this is blasphemy to us Niner fans, but we need this. Look, Niner fans can root for Seattle for tonight, and probably tonight only, but it's fine because it makes sense. So after the Seahawks defense gets that 4th down stop, the offense takes over at the 39. A lot of post-snap window dressing here for the Seahawks. Darnold rolls to his left, finds A.J. Barner. Solid gain on 1st down. And the more that I look at these jerseys close up, the more I say they look identical to some Oregon uniforms. Now, you might be saying Seattle, Oregon, Pacific Northwest. Seahawks fans, a lot of them are Washington Huskies fans. They're big rivals. Gain of 8 to A.J. Barner. Seahawks will now run it to the left side to Walker, and I think he has enough for the 1st down. He's going to move the chains there. Marcus Ralph, $5 super chat. Heck yeah, Chase Sr. in the house. Even if the Rams clinch the number 1 seed, Niners would have to play in Levi's South, which isn't the worst thing because Niner fans would take over the joint if they met in the playoffs. Bought the 49 of the Seahawks. Darnold comes back the other way. Walker, convoy of blockers in front of him, inside the 30, inside the 20, all the way down to the 5. First and goal, Seahawks. That's a gain of 46 yards. Darnold was under center, put his tight end in motion. Great blocking up front. The line split out both ways. Darnold kind of rolled to his right, threw left. That was the design the whole time. To Walker, he had his big boys out in front, and he's able to take it down to the 5. Darnold now in the shotgun. Pitch ahead to Kupp against his former team. Gets a half yard. That's about it. Second and goal. Travis Zander with the $2 super chat. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Go Hawks. Well said. Love that. Again, if you continue to send in super chats, we'll get those super chats featured here on the show. Second and goal. Barner in motion from right to left. Darnold under center. Handoff. Charbonnet lowers his shoulder at the 1. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's getting it done on both sides of the rock. 5-play, 61-yard drive. A touchdown in 2:41 for Seattle. And this comes after the defense got the stop, stuffing Kyron Williams on the 4th and 1. Really good blocking up front for Seattle upon looking at that replay. Charbonnet, a physical runner. Here comes the extra point to put Seattle up 7-0. High snap. Kick is good, though. All right, so Seahawks on the board with a touchdown. Seven nothing Seattle. And I'm taking producer Chip's job here tonight. Because I'm producing this show on the fly. All right, let me see if I can mess with this here. All right, there we go. We got the clock on there for everybody. Boom. Clock on the scoreboard as well. And we'll get that pop-up window deleted. There we go. 551 people watching. Seahawks up 7-0. Again, Niner fans rooting for a Seattle victory tonight because if the Seahawks win, the Niners still have an opportunity to win the NFC West and get the number 1 seed in the NFC. All right, what's everybody saying in the comment section here? This is a big question from Callum. Is Devontae Adams playing? No, out with a hamstring injury. He had been nursing that. And then on a long ball, he tried to long stride to catch a Matthew Stafford pass last week and kind of re-aggravated that hamstring. So he is not playing in this game. The kick dropped at the 3, then recovered by the Rams. Big hit. Rivers takes it to the 24-yard line. That's where the Rams will begin their second drive of the night. Very sad story today in the sports world. William Roberts, prayers to the Greg Biffle family and everybody who ever passed away as well. Horrible. NASCAR driver, humanitarian, with his wife, son, and daughter. Of course, I'm not sure how many pilots were in the plane as well, but flying a private jet, and it crashed today. Everybody on board passing away, just heartbreaking. Rams going to run it to the left side with Puka Nacua. He's the gadget guy. He can do a lot. Good little pickup there for Los Angeles on first down to get ahead of the sticks to turn this into a short yardage situation on 2nd and 1. Run goes to Blake Corum, the Michigan man in year 2. He has a first down, takes it to the 38. Aaron, have you flown in a plane? Yes, I have flown in a plane. I have been privileged to fly many places around the world. Furthest place, Australia, because my dad grew up there. I have some family there. Stafford, play action, throws left side. Allen, the tight end, has it. He's going to rumble downfield. This is a big pickup for Los Angeles here. A busted coverage downfield for the Seahawks. Allen, the tight end, was out wide, and nobody covered him. So Stafford hit him at the 50, and then Allen rumbled inside the 35. Good recognition by Stafford. Something else, by the way, that Sean McVay is doing a lot of this year, a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets. I formation for the Rams. Corum navigating. He's tiny, but he keeps his feet churning. He's a tough runner, and he'll run it to the 30. And these comments continue to come in. Never thought I'd be rooting for a rival team. Let's go Seahawks. Show me them Seahawks TDs. Good stuff. Those of you who watch this show know when the Niners score a tutty, show us the TDs. 668 people watching. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. Rams already at the Seahawks 30. Play action for Stafford. Pressure in his face. Drops the arm down, and Allen drops it. Stafford was kind of up here with it. Dropped it down, and Allen dropped it after that big gainer a couple of plays ago. Going to bring up a 3rd down. Type those 3s in the chat. Third and 5. Stafford empty set. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Stafford pressured, throws downfield, incomplete. Deontay Mumfield, the rookie wide receiver, covered downfield. And I think Sean McVay might go for it again. Aaron, Chase, why do you do the cold plunge in Dallas? Because it feels great. Plunge this morning after my workout. Helps you recover a little bit, wakes you up, gets the blood flowing, good circulation. You should try it. Seahawks show blitz. They do blitz. 4th and 5. Stafford lets it rip. Somehow he completes it to Puka Nacua. Josh Jobe had a hand in between the two hands of Nacua. Nacua ripped it away. There was a flag on the play. The bow tie chaplain. Those TDs be hanging on the floor. Look at bow tie's picture. Got the George Kittle jersey rocking. William Roberts, good comment here. I talked about this on the live show today. I hope Greg Papa doing well dealing with cancer. So he's returning to the broadcast booth because his cancer is in remission. San Francisco. Great to see that he's getting healthy. It's going to be great to hear him back in the broadcast booth as well. So the Rams already 2 of 3 on 4th down. There's 4:20 left in the opening quarter. Ball spotted at the 24. Approaching 4 to play. Stafford under center. Play action. Rolls to his right. Guy on his back. Completes. Pass. Caught. Mumfield. Down to the 4. 7th round pick out of Pitt. 2 targets already in this game. Again, no Devontae Adams. Fall counter talking about that Puka Nacua catch. What a catch. Oh my. This is a great grab. Spencer, after years with the Raiders, took me a while to get used to this. Oh, to his new touchdown call. Yeah, Papa used to be the play-by-play voice of the Raiders. Ball at the 5. Nacua in motion. Just some window dressing pre-snap. Handoff goes to Blake Corum. Gets to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5 for the Rams. Stephen Jacobs. You should name your son Chase so that he's Chase Sr. Jr. I got this a lot when I was growing up. I still get it now, and it's funny. I'm not ripping on you, Steve. I think it's hilarious. A lot of people will say that to me as if it's the first time I've ever heard them say that, and I'm like, yeah, it's not the first time I've gotten that. I'm not going to do that to him because he'll get bullied. Nacua in motion again from right to left. Rams run it. Corum to the left side. Witherspoon. Great pursuit. Brings them down for a loss of about a half yard. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And if you're a football fan, you got to love this, right? Sean McVay, Mike McDonald. Who's going to win the battle? It's 3rd down. Type those 3s. Stafford empty set. Sidearm. Slings it. Pass caught. Nacua catches it. He's down at the half-yard. And Nacua is slow to get up. He took a big shot. There's also an offensive lineman for the Rams down. Nacua was the boundary wide receiver. Parkinson, the tight end, was in the slot. Stafford put it on his chest. Nacua caught it at the 1. And that ball is going to be at the half-yard line. Is Sean McVay going to go for it again? Already 2 of 3 in the first quarter on 4th downs. I think you got to go, man. Commercial break. Let's take some more super chats. First one coming in from Adam Davis. It's not that I want Seattle to win. It's that I want evidence that the Rams can still lose. What an insane NFC West picture. You're so right. And it's really a crazy NFC picture. Here we are, Week 16 officially getting underway tonight. I have no idea who the best team in the conference is or who wins the NFC. And in the NFC West, you have 2 11-win teams meeting up right now. And the Niners They had that late bye. They have a chance to get to an 11th win on Monday night. And by the way, if the Niners win against the Colts on Monday night, they clinch a playoff spot. I'll say this, Adam, though, too. The Rams don't have that many impressive wins. Their schedule has kind of been weak for a team that won the NFC West last year. Adam, good to hear from you again. Angry Mob Superman. I kind of dislike Sean McVay. I do not know why, but he looks like he pays to kick babies and drown kittens. I hope he's not doing that. I like Sean McVay. I have no problems with him. I think he's a really good football coach. I would like to play for him. His memory recall is one of one. What he's done with the Rams has been so impressive. I mean, that organization was in a really bad spot when he took over for Jeff Fisher. And he's had a winning season every season but one? Let's see. He's had one losing season. 11, 13, 9, 10, 12, 5, 10, 10, 11 wins. So he's been a coach for 9 years. Every year but 2, he's won double-digit games. 4th and goal. Stafford going to take the shotgun snap. Throws toward the back of the end zone. It's caught. Ferguson has it. There is a flag on the play, though. And what's the call? Oh, wow. It's an illegal man downfield on the offense. No touchdown for Los Angeles here. That was a catch, too, by Ferguson. He got 2 feet down, had possession of the ball. 5-yard penalty. What does McVay do now? He's going to kick the field goal. I'd go with this decision as well. Get the 3 points. 23-yard attempt. It's good. Mevis replaced Joshua Carty earlier this year, and he's been perfect this season. More super chats here. Air Force Rob, $2. Does it make y'all sick rooting for the Sea Chickens? Which brings me to this one. I love how dirty everybody feels rooting for Seattle. Look, if it benefits the Niners, this is the 49ers report. You totally understand it, right? Totally get it. Let's get to some non-super chats as well. Show some people some love. Steve Groves, Rams kicker looks like a lineman. He's huge. He's what you call beefy and girthy. Tyler, is Christmas the NBA's day or the NFL's day? So, Tyler, it was the NBA's day. Then the NFL came in and said, we're going to snatch this. It's our day. Spencer Stewart, he is huge. So you see the score down below me, 7-3 Seahawks. Seahawks defense got a stop on 4th and 1 on the first drive of the game. Rams had driven 33 yards down the field, had went for it on their first 4th down converted. Second 4th down attempt, Kyron Williams got stopped. And then in 5 plays, Seattle goes right down the field. A screen pass for 36 yards to Kenneth Walker got them to the 5. And then Zach Charbonnet, couple plays later, ran it in. Then the Rams respond with the field goal. Touchdown wiped away by a penalty. Ball at the 35 for the Seahawks' second offensive drive. Charbonnet, good carry. 9 yards. $826 people watching. If we get everybody to hit that thumbs up icon, I like the video right now, we'll get 1,000 people in here. We'll get 1,000 people in here. If everybody likes the video. Darnold pressured, throws to the right. Passes dropped by Barner. He took a shot. Big hit to his back. Incomplete, 3rd and 1. Rams, Seahawks in Seattle at Lumen Field. This game brings his 7-0 Seattle. 3rd and 1. Darnold in the gun. Looks left. Throws left. Pass broken up. Emmanuel Forbes, former first-round pick by Washington. He was a bust there. He's actually turned into a pretty solid player for the Rams. One-on-one with Jackson Smith and Jigba, arguably the best wide receiver in football this year. And with those long arms, Forbes got that left mitt on the football. Sean McVay has been very aggressive. Mike McDonald will punt here. Michael Dixon boots it away. Fair catch called for at the 11 or 12. So 7-3 Seattle leading. First quarter, winding down. $419 Joseph. Boo, you suck, Seahawks. We would have scored a touchdown. We'll see Niners, Seattle, Week 18. A lot going to be riding on that game. Gaw. Not a bad question here. Why did they not just run the ball on 2nd and 1? That was the Darnold pass to Barner to the right side. You know what Kyle Shanahan would have done. He would have run that football. I see what you're getting at. Pink Spade, Kyle love run. Yes, he does. Again, if you send in your super chats, we'll pop up all those super chats that come in. Chua, so you asked on the live show earlier what the weather is going to be in Indianapolis, and we didn't include that in the mailbag because the Colts play indoors. So weather is not going to be a factor in Indy on Monday night. But you do ask this, Chase, do we know who's going to play left guard on Monday Night Football? Spencer Burford, if he can't go, Connor Colby. Matthew Sharp, who are we rooting for? Everybody's rooting for Seattle. Here's the breakdown. If the Seahawks win, the Niners still have an opportunity to win the NFC West and get the number 1 seed. If the Rams win, they're going to win the division because they would have swept Seattle, and they won the most recent game against the Niners. Now, if the Rams got to 12 wins and then lost their last 2 and the Niners won out, they would have the better record and seed. What about Laken Tomlinson? He is on the Ravens practice squad. Ball at the 12. Stafford play action, a deep drop, throws it down the middle of the field. Puka Nacua wide open, shot out of a cannon into Seahawks territory all the way down inside the 35. Great touch on that ball from Stafford. Nacua lined up inside, motioned out to the outside, so he became the boundary wide out. Tutu Atwell ran a vertical that carried the defenders upfield. Nacua broke it inside. And Stafford layered a throw right to number 12. A lot of yak there as well. 4 catches for 74 yards already for Nacua. Rams run it here right side. Kyron Williams picks up 2, maybe 3 yards. It's going to take us to quarter number 2. That is going to take us to quarter number 2. Type those 2s. Type those 2s. Spencer, pretty good first quarter. If you have him on your fantasy team. Oh, Nacua, no doubt. 74 yards already. And in general, to the first part of what you said, good first quarter. 7-3 ball game. Joseph Talmage. What's up, Chase? What's up, Joseph? Richard Wagner. Oh, my God, I hate the Rams. But don't you hate the Seahawks, too? The Seahawks are the more hated team for San Francisco. Slavic Niner. Stafford pick loading. Did I see John Wallace in the chat a little bit earlier? My guy Toby Willis in the building. There he is. Toby Willis looking fresh. Joseph, my man. Mike Concho in the building. Typing that J-dub for Johnny Wallace. Proud Fiver. Rams are more hated in the last 10 years. See, I disagree. I think the Seahawks are the more hated team. Let me see if I can put up a poll question here. Get your votes in. Who do you hate more? Seahawks or Rams? William. Rams are trash. All right, second quarter underway. Let me try to refresh our scoreboard here. Oh, Puka Nacua, stutter, go! Stafford overthrows him by about a yard or 2. He had Josh Joe beat, nearly dropped him to the ground. It's 3rd and 8. Type those 3s. From the 32, Stafford, a long drop, fires across the middle. Jordan Whittington, pass caught, first down for the Rams. Gonna be a gain of 13, 14, maybe 15 yards there. Stafford was in the gun. Seahawks sent the blitz on the left side. Great blitz pickup by Kyron Williams in the backfield. He picked it up beautifully, and that gave Stafford time, and then he had that throwing lane to Whittington. Stafford 8 of 12 for a buck 42 already. 12 to 13. Rams run it. Williams thought about going to the left, cut it inside. Picked up 4. Here we go. There's John Wallace. I see you, Chase. What's going on, brother? See you working those hours. Looking good on you, man. Good to see you in good health. Toby Willis, what up? My man, J-Dub. Despite people always saying I look tired, I feel great. I feel healthy. Blessed to be here. Talking football with all of you. And happy holidays, everybody. Christmas in a week. How crazy is that? Rams will run it again. Kyron Williams takes it to the 5. It'll be 3rd and about 1.5 yards here. They're going to call it a 3rd and 2 on the broadcast. Ball spotted at the 5. Need to get to the 3, so that's accurate. Play action for Stafford. Checks it down for Allen. I don't think he caught it. It's going to be 4th and 2. Does McVay go again? No hesitation from McVay. I love it. Next gen stats, 4th down conversion. The recommendation is a toss-up. You either kick the field goal or you go for it. The probability for next gen stats, 51%. Fourth down attempt already for the Rams. Single tailback. Stafford under center. And they're going to take the delay game. And they'll kick the field goal to make it a 1-point convert. Wow. So I put up that poll question, 170 votes so far. Which team do you hate more? 51% Seahawks, 49% Rams, 175 votes. That's as close as it gets right there. Mevis connected earlier from inside 30. This one from inside 30 as well from 28. Last kick from the left hash. This one from the right hash. And he makes it a 1-point game. So the Seahawks defense really has buckled down a little bit because the Rams have moved the ball. We've been talking about the Puka receiving yards and what Stafford's already done. Seven-six ball game to start this second quarter. Another super chat coming in, this time from Lyle. My man has an incredible Niners man cave. Merry Christmas to you, Chase, and the 49er faithful. Merry Christmas to you, Lyle. Everybody else who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas to you all. Okay, this is a good point. And again, if you send in super chats, we'll pop all of those up. Where's that comment at? So again, the poll question, who do you hate more? 52% now Seahawks, 48% Rams. It's close. And this comment's a good one. Where'd it go? Let's see. Where did Ruben's comment go? Ruben was talking about it from a generational standpoint. Trying to find what he said here. How about this one from Amanda? Hi, Chase from South Dakota. My husband watches your 49ers updates all the time. We're a house divided. I'm a Seahawks fan. That's got to be tough between two rivals. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to love. Amanda, tell your husband I said thank you. So I can't find it. Where did Ruben's comment go? Okay, here we go. I would bet younger voters say Rams, older voters say Sea Chickens. Now that makes sense because it's been a little while since this Niners-Seahawks rivalry has been hostile. But at the height of the Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh era, especially for Niner fans, because the Seahawks were dominating that rivalry, and Niner fans absolutely hated the Seahawks. To start Kyle Shanahan's tenure, the Seahawks were still good. There were still some really good rivalry games, but of late, outside of the Geno Smith touchdown last year, the Niners have kind of dominated this rivalry. And the Rams have been a better team. So, Ruben, I can see what you're saying there. Oh, there we go. Matt Larson. I am Amanda's husband. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Hawks suck. Matt Larson, Amanda Larson. Thanks for watching the show. People were saying that the audio was messing up. Is the audio messing up? Do I have to get back to putting this on the mic stand? It's glitching. All right, let me put it back on the mic stand here. Sam Darnold escapes pressure, steps up in the pocket, avoids the sack, does pick up the yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Audio good now? Who gets the ball after a half from the gaming jokers? Seahawks will get the ball to start the third. Penalty on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 14. Darnold takes a shotgun snap, looks, surveys the field. He's going to step up. He's going to try to run, and he's sacked. Landman recently got paid, brings down Darnold. It'll be 3rd and forever. Darnold takes the shotgun snap, swings it to the right to Walker. Going to get nowhere close to the first down. Seahawks will punt it. All right, Michael Dixon will boot it away. Smith takes the punt at the 6, runs to the right, past the 15, past the 20, past the 25, 30, tripped up at the 35. Good return there for Smith. So a break in action. Rams will get the ball with some good field position here after the big punt return for Smith. Caught that punt, as I had noted, deep in his own territory in the shadows of his own goal line. But able to take it to around the 35-yard line. Yeah, people are asking me to show the game. If that happens, this channel of 183,000 subscribers will get shut down. And we don't want that to happen. So we'll give you a scoreboard. We'll hang out. We'll pop up your questions, your super chats, and I'll give you some play-by-play here on the show. Joshua, is it on Netflix? No. This game's on Amazon Prime. Aggressive Lancer. Who do I hate more between the two? I'd have to say Seattle. Because when I was growing up, the Seahawks were so good. And this rivalry was at its peak. Steve Groves, thank you, man. You the man, Chase. Thanks for all your Niners content. Appreciate that. Second live show of the day. Vic Lopez Candy. Seagulls bedazzled jerseys. They are very organ looking, in my opinion. Superman, major Niners fan since 1988. Number one seed current probabilities with a win, Rams 89%. 2nd and 1. Rams run it to Corum. Has a first down. Takes it to the 49. And the Rams, on each of their drives so far, they have been in Seahawks territory. Mondo Listraka, $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. 1st and 10. Rams run it again. Corum to about the 46 of Seattle. How about this? Mark Mellett, big-time Niner fan since 1984. Met Joe Montana and Jerry Rice in person. They were playing an interview with Joe Montana before the game, plugging that Tom Brady Niners documentary. And Joe Montana, with quite the flex, he said, I played in 4 Super Bowls, and I never lost. And I was like, damn, that's cold. Staff are going to check it down for Kyron Williams. That will make this a 3rd and short. Type those threes. 3rd and 2. Seahawks defense, 2nd best 3rd down defense in the NFL. 33% conversion rate. Broncos are at 32%. Rams keep it on the ground. They run it with Kyron Williams, 1st down. Candace, Rams look like a better team. I agree. I agree. Despite the Seahawks winning by 1, Rams have looked far better. I mean, they've been moving the ball a lot. $5 super chat coming in from Mrs. Domestic. My dad is a Seahawks fan, so this is the first time I'm rooting with him. Let's go shitbirds. Come on, Sammy. I love it. I love it. That's good stuff. Ball at the 37. Stafford hands it off to Corum. Shifty running. He picks up about 8. I talked about this earlier, but what's made the Rams so dangerous in recent weeks is how effective they have been in running the football. They're running the football at a very high clip to start this game. Second and 1. Stafford hands it off. Corum bounces it to the left, has the first down. Tackle by Nick Worry, but not before Corum gets to about the 25-yard line. Phil J, what's the score? You see it on your screen. 7-6 Seattle. Rams threatening, though, in field goal range. $80 rushing yards already for Los Angeles. Stafford on a 1st and 10. Takes the shotgun snap. Unloads it to Williams. He's tackled at about the 20. 2nd and short coming up. Oh, no. Look at this. 6-7 scoreboard. You guys are hilarious. Second and 4. Stafford will throw it again. Rips one over the middle. Pass caught. And it's Mumpfield inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Los Angeles. 2nd catch. 3rd target for Mumpfield. 7th round rookie out of Pitt. No Devontae Adams tonight, so he's getting some looks. Stafford, 11 of 16 for a $164. First and goal from the 8. Williams gets the carry to the 3. 2nd and goal. A good call here, Mr. Block Ice. Dodgers, Seattle Mariners. LA, Seattle. Got a rivalry game on the football field and almost a rivalry game for the World Series. Stafford, play action. Throws to the left, pass caught. Touchdown. It's Ferguson. He caught a touchdown earlier. It was wiped away by the penalty. This one is going to stand. What a drive for the Rams. 11 plays, 62 yards, 6:41 off the clock. Puka lined up behind the left guard, and that froze, I believe, Nick Worry, because Puka delayed his route, broke inside, and so that directed the defense's attention to the inside. Ferguson cut it to the boundary. I'm actually pretty surprised Sean McVay isn't going for 2 here. He kicks the extra point, 13-7 Rams. I mean, the Rams have moved the ball at will in this football game. These splits are kind of crazy. Let me see if I can do something here on the fly. Actually, I don't want to mess with our graphical setup here. But let me just read out some of these numbers here. 13 first downs for the Rams, 3 for Seattle. 7 passing first downs to 1. 6 rushing first downs to 2. The Rams have already put up 252 yards of offense to the Seahawks 77. Total plays, 39 for the Rams, 11 for Seattle. You want to talk about a discrepancy here? That is a discrepancy. Let me try something here. Try to show everybody the stats here. I mean, it's crazy, the stat discrepancy that I just read out. Ah! There we go. Appreciate you, Angry Mob. Chase killing the NFL coverage. I did not expect you to cover this game. You know, I talked about it on the show, and everybody was like, when I asked, do you want me to go live? People said yes. So I said, F it. Let's do it. And it's great that we have 900 people watching live right now. 2nd and 8. After the Seahawks ran it for 2 yards, Darnold drops back. He's pressured, under siege, and he goes down. Turner sacks him from the defensive tackle spot. And he was just able to slip right past Gray Zabel. And that'll make this a 3rd and very long for the Seahawks. 2 sacks on the night for Los Angeles. 3rd and 16 for Seattle here. Darnold in the gun. Oh my gosh, Seattle runs it. Walker gets a carry. Oh! Breaks a tackle, spins off him, man, and he picks up the 1st down. I was about to rip that Kubiak play call, but who am I? I'm just talking football here on the Niners Report. Rams were not expecting run, but honestly, that's just a great job by Walker. was able to shake the waist tackle, and he moves the chains. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Type those twos. Type those twos. Mrs. Domestic, $2 super chat. If the Rams win, any chance left for the number 1 seed or DOA? So if they win tonight, they have like a 90% chance, 89% chance of getting the 1 seed. They would have to lose the remaining games, and the Niners would have to beat the Colts and then win out because they would have the better record. And the Rams have Atlanta, they have a pretty easy schedule. Who do the Rams have? Oh my gosh. They have Atlanta and Arizona. So a lot hinging on this game. JGT, the poll doesn't include both. I hate both. Hey, that's fair. Yeah, very easy remaining schedule for the Rams. The big one last week, too, was that the Rams dump trucked the Detroit Lions. They've had 500-plus yards and more than 40 points in their last 2 games. And they're well on their way to having more than 500 yards tonight. They're not going to score that much, I don't think, because the Seahawks are really good, but my gosh, they're playing really well. First and 10 for Seattle. Other side of the 2-minute warning. Rashid Shaheed in motion. Carey goes to Walker. He gets the outside, bends the corner. Got 4 or 5 yards. Mrs. Domestic answering your super chat. Yeah, pretty much. DOA, as you said. That's why so many Niner fans are in the chat tonight, and they're like, I can't believe I'm rooting for Seattle. Only 1 target tonight for Jackson Smith and Jigba. Seahawks run it to Walker behind the right guard. He'll be close to the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches. Darnold quarterback sneak picks it up to the 43. My boy, words of wisdom. Hope the Valencia family's doing well. Chase and Chip, boys, bang, bang, Niner gang. So I'm taking Chip's job tonight. I'm the producer of the show. I'm doing all this myself. But no, I wanted Chip to have a night off, and honestly, just wanted to have a more relaxed watch party, and we're having fun. 1st and 10, Charbonnet gets the carry, nowhere to go, under a minute to play. Seahawks have 2 timeouts. Rams have 3. Angry mob. NFC West is a literal logjam. It's just a shit show with the poor Cards wondering why nobody cares about them. They're a bad football team. They've had a lot of injuries. I don't necessarily think that Jonathan Gannon is a bad coach, but I do think that he might get fired, and all signs point to them moving off of Kyler Murray. Another whistle. What's going on here? Some of the clock stopped at 58 ticks. Darnold takes a shotgun snap. Senses the pocket breaking down. He's going to take off, run to his left. He'll gain 4 or 5 yards. There's a flag downfield. I think it's going to be a hold on the defense. It's usually what that signals. If somebody sends in a $50 super chat before halftime, I'll chug an entire Happy Dad during the halftime break. But you have to send in that 50 before the break. I'll leave the set, get a Happy Dad, and drink an entire Happy Dad and chug it if somebody sends in a 50. Superman, angry mob, NFC West, a literal logjam, shit show, with the poor Cards wondering why nobody cares about them. Yes, read that one out. Appreciate you, my brother. 1st and 10. Ball at the 34 of the Rams. Seahawks driving, not a lot of time left. Darnold throws it. Pass caught, right seam. Cooper Kupp first down. Ball out, fumbles into the end zone. Rams recover. What a brutal turnover for Seattle. What a massive turnover forced by the Rams against the 2021 Offensive Player of the Year. Seahawks were in a position to get points. Instead, ball pops loose. Cooper Kupp fumbles. Rams recover. And that is just brutal. Sean McVay fired up. Rams going to maintain that 13-7 lead. And honestly, with how aggressive they are, they might try to get another field goal here. 43 ticks left, 2 timeouts. I'd try to get 3 more. Larry Edwards, Coop sold out. Darnold ripped that throw too. I mean, he spun the shit out of that ball. Replay assist. I think they're going to call it a touchback, but Mike McDonald has a point here. Was Durant inside the 1? Okay, so what has to happen here is that Durant has to have control of the football. And by the time that he has control, he's going into the end zone, which would signify a touchback here. That's what Mike McDonald is arguing. But I think the officials got this right. Grodzod, does this dude take a shot at tequila if we donate? No tequila on deck. But if somebody sends in a 50, I'm chugging a Happy Dad. The real ones now. Retro gaming should have given it to Charbonnet or another dude. See, the time wasn't on their side. They had to throw it. Sam Darnold. Great pass. It was Kupp who fumbled it. Also, Seahawks with the win, clinch a playoff spot with the victory. Rams already clinched a playoff spot last week with that win over Detroit. Stafford wants to take a shot. He does. Lofts one downfield. Incomplete. He gave Mumfield a chance. Josh Jobe, though, on the way to the ground, able to dislodge that football. Good coverage by him downfield. That's a great play by Jobe. Mumfield came back, kind of like a back shoulder ball from Stafford, and he had it right on his chest. But then Jobe, who didn't look back at the ball, saw that the ball got in between the arms of Mumfield, ripped it out. Rams run it on this 2nd and 10. And it will now be a 3rd and medium. Clock stops at 31 ticks. Final timeout for Seattle here. Rams still have 2 timeouts. Biggest super chat tonight, a $10 super chat. Angry Mob and our guy Lyle. Anybody going to beat that? You send in a 50, we're chugging a beer. How about nice guy right here? On vacation. Watching from Peru. Watching the game in Peru, and you're watching it in Spanish. That is a game changer. All right, Rams will concede here. They'll run it on 3rd down. Seahawks have no timeouts left. And that'll take us to the halftime break. So 13-7 at half. Rams had 257 yards of offense in that first half. All right, let's do this. Could take a look at some halftime stats here. Lil Zebra Girl, $20 super chat. Hey, Chase, watching this game in the Warriors game, eating a burger bowl. Well, I hope you're enjoying that, Lil Zebra Girl. Thanks for the support. I don't think that our guy Smitty is live on our Warriors channel for a watch party. I didn't see him today. So I hope you're enjoying the Warriors game. Thanks for tuning in. Let's do this. All right, let's take a look at some first half stats here. A pretty one-sided first half here from Lumen Field in Seattle. Rams have 13 first downs to the Seahawks 6. 7 passing first downs to the Seahawks 1. 6 on the ground to 4. Rams 2 of 8 on 3rd downs. Seattle 2 of 4. One of the stories of the first quarter is that the Rams went for it on 4th down 3 times in the opening quarter, went 2 of 3. 42 plays to 20. Look at that. 257 yards to 120. The Seahawks defense is one of the best in the NFL. 5 drives for the Rams, 4 for Seattle. Yards per play, kind of even, 6.1 to 6. Passing yards, 167 to 63. Rams up in the turnover battle 1-0, but the Seahawks did get a stop on 4th down. Pretty clean game penalty-wise. Time of possession, look at this. 21 minutes for the Rams, 8:47 for Seattle. And then some of the individual numbers, of course. Matthew Stafford, 12 of 18 for 167 already. 9.3 yards per completion, a rating of 114.8. The Rams in that first half ran it 24 times for 90 yards. 14 for 49 for Kyron Williams. Blake Corum, 9 for 37. Puka Nacua, 4 catches for 74 yards. All of them came in the first quarter. Wow. Again, little zebra girl, thank you for that $20 super chat. Anytime anybody sends in a super chat, we'll pop it up on the screen. And of course, we've been popping up some comments as well. Karen Hardy, Cup's sad face says it all. Tough turnover. You were going to get at least 3 points there to try to cut into that lead. What else we got? Isaiah Garcia. What if super chats were called super farts, Isaiah? That would be something. Candace, NFC playoffs goes through Levi South. Wouldn't that be something if the Niners and Rams met maybe in the second round, maybe in the NFC Championship game, if there were to be an upset in the first round? It's possible. Johnny Dubs, hey Chase. Who do we have coming back on defense to help us along our defensive line, at least for this week? Will Kendricks play? I think Kendricks is going to play. Since the Niners are playing on Monday night, there's not a ton of clarity as far as the injuries go. Yetur Gross-Matos might come back this week. Really not sure, though. Nanzo, still plenty of ball left. There's still hope. Oh, plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. It's a one-score game, 6 points. All right, still more than 800 people watching live, 356 likes. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button either. All right. Here in a moment. I will be right back here. I am going to use the bathroom here. There we go. We'll let the people know with a little banner. All right, y'all. Let me use the bathroom real quick since I'm producing this thing. And then we'll continue to talk about that first half here when I do come back. BRB. All right, legends, we are back. Thank you for your patience. Second half underway. Seahawks start with the ball, touchback. Take it to the 35, pitch play. Charbonnet, nowhere to go. He'll fight for 2 yards there. It'll be second and long here for the Seahawks. By the way, if somebody sends in another super chat, I'm going to do something special for you. Darnold, looking, going to check it down. Has Charbonnet. It'll be 3rd and inches after the gain of 7.5. First drive for the Seahawks, 5 plays, 61 yards, 3 first down, 7 points. Last 3 drives, 15 plays for 59 yards, 3 first downs, no points. Seahawks tush push. A.J. Barner takes the snap from under center, picks up the first down. Amazing to me how teams voted against the tush push because they cited safety issues, and then this year they run the tush push. Does that mean they don't care about the safety of their players? Here we go, Superman. Chase has to drop a double. I did not. Just had to go number 1. Since you sent in that super chat, though, this is what I'm giving you. There you go. Walker going to get the carry. Breaks through. Walker. He could go all the way. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Seattle. 4 plays, 65-yard drive in 2:03. What a response from the Seahawks to start this game. And that will go down as a 55-yard rushing touchdown for Kenneth Walker III. Elite speed to outrun the secondary right there. And the extra point just inside the left upright. Seahawks take the lead. 14-13 the score. What a run. Yomi, we want both teams to lose, right? I mean, usually, right? But on a night like tonight, you want the Seahawks to win because if they win, the Niners control their own destiny to try to get the number 1 seed, and they can still win the NFC West. The only way, if the Rams won, that the Niners could still get the number 1 seed / win the NFC West is if the Rams lost out and they play the Falcons and the Cardinals to end the year. So you need a Seahawks win tonight if you're a Niner fan, because then Seattle and the Niners play week 18. You got it, brother. Pink Spade, hit them likes. What's the like count up to? 390. Let's get the 400. People coming back from the halftime show. Hit that thumbs up icon. I like the video. I'm pulling a double shift tonight and today for the faithful. If somebody else sends in a super chat, we're going to give you a round of applause. La Wool in the building. What's up, La Wool? Max Samuels, damn, 55 yards. Yeah, Kenneth Walker, 55 yards to the cribbo. Elite speed outrunning that secondary. Delano, we're number 2 regardless, right? Yes, as long as they don't tie. And that's second place in the NFC West, not in the NFC. Niners can move up to the 5 seed. They have to win, though. Michelle Pendergrass. Chase, what's up? Toledo, Ohio. What up? West Coast Dave, will the Broncos lose their first playoff game? I like Denver. And if Bo Nix plays like he did last week, my gosh. They're scary. That's really what it hinges on. How does Bo Nix play in the postseason? Because that game against Green Bay was by far the best game I've seen him play. Gregory Pearson, what's up, Chase? Faithful from Central Oregon. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I hate to say this, but come on, Hawks. That's the assignment tonight. It's all right. For tonight only. Everybody can forgive each other. One of my favorite fitness influencers lives in Oregon. Cam Haynes. Shout out to Cam Haynes. Rams on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. Leonard Williams gonna stand that play up. Nothing there. Second and 9. Stafford takes the shotgun snap, looks left, throws left, pass incomplete for Allen, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 here. Amanda Larson. Go Hawks. Chase, are you becoming a Hawks fan? It's never too late to come to the good side. Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. My favorite fitness influencer is Sarah Safari. That sounds like a porn star's name. 3rd and 9. Ball to 28. Empty set for Stafford. Drifts to his left. Launches deep downfield. Man wide open. And it's Smith. Deep into Seahawks territory. How did he get that open? 48-yard pickup. Just another great play design from Sean McVay. The far left receiver ran a shallow cross. The inside guy ran it out. And then Smith ran the vertical. I loved how everything was paired there. Shout out to boss man James. And let me give him this too. $10 super chat coming in from James Yoder. The 49ers should have never cut the legendary Jake Moody. Now keep in mind, boss man James, CEO of the company, host of the Michigan Football Report. Where did Jake Moody play and kick? At Michigan. Great career at Michigan. Bad career with the Niners. Fittingly, we're live here for Rams Seahawks. Moody's Niners career came to an end on this field. Boinked an extra point, missed a chip shot field goal. And then from that point forward, it's been Eddie Dinero Pinheiro. Thank you, James, for the $10 super chat. Preston Yoder says chat. Rams going to run it to the left. Kyron Williams, there's a flag on the play. What up, Blackie? $10-yard penalty on Jackson. Called for the hold. Superman, we love you, Preston. Bang, bang. Preston Yoder. Legend. Types chat. Says chat. John Wallace on the 46-yarder. You see that arm, man? Matthew Stafford, dude, is a baller. He can sling it. Flea flicker. Stafford wants to unload again. Instead, drops it down for Parkinson. Has a convoy in front of him on a 1st and 20. That's a good play call. They got back about 15 yards there. Joseph, what's up, bro? Hey, Chase, nice setup, man. You know what? A lot of people wanted me to go live for this game, so I said, Chip, go home. Enjoy the night with your girl. I'll see my girl later, and I'll hang out with the Niner gang tonight. Rams Seahawks watch party live on the 49ers Report. 2nd and 4, play action. Stafford rolls to his right, pumps, still looks. And he'll take it himself for a yard. 3rd and 3 coming up. Type those threes. This will be the 48th play for the Rams. The Seahawks have run 24. 3rd and 3. Williams gets a carry, slips out of an ankle tackle, and he goes down a yard behind the line of scrimmage despite that effort. 4th down for Los Angeles. Sean McVay went for it 3 times in the first quarter on 4th down. I think he's going to trot out the field goal unit here. Another good run stop on 4th and short by the Seattle defense. This will be a 36-yarder from the right hash. Mevis 2 for 2 already. High snap. Hesitation. Oh my gosh, somehow the kick is good. There's a flag down. False start. That'll make this field goal a little bit longer. What a job by Evans to get that high snap down. Oh, yeah, there was a little hiccup on the snap. That's what the false start was. And then the snap was too high. Bad sequence there for the long snapper. Now the kick becomes a 41-yarder. This time, snap good, hold down, kick is up. Kick is true. Rams go back on top, 16-14. Continue to ride the seesaw on this one. Under 9 to play. Rams up by 2. Really good NFC West bout here tonight. Mondo Lastraka, FLA, Sports Edits. Come on, Seattle. Niners need a Seattle win. Leo Burr, thank you, Chase. Thank you for being here, Brody. Superman, Matthew Stafford kicking ass, and it breaks my heart. $5 super chat coming in from Tiffany Anderson. Hey, Chase, with your handsome self. Appreciate it, Tiff. Beautiful as always. Representing from Macomb, Mississippi. Ain't nothing finer than a Lady Niner. Keep up the great work. Salute. Thank you so much for that, Tiff. And thanks for the $5 super chat. Biggest super chat we got tonight, $20 super chat. Who's going to beat it? Who's going to beat it? Little Zebra Girl with the $20 super chat. Biggest super chat of the night. Henry, Chase, you're doing a great job solo. 415 San Francisco Mission District. Thank you, bro. Having fun tonight. I kind of like the relaxed watch parties, of course, in a Niner game. It's intense. And obviously my play calling and how I broadcast the show backs that up. But for this game, it's cool to sit back, relax, talk some football here. Glad everybody else is enjoying it. How about Chai? Why is Kyron not run the ball into the end zone? My goodness. It seems like somebody has Kyron Williams on their fantasy team. Or did you pick him as an anytime touchdown scorer? Oh! Black Mask with the $50 super chat. What, no Niner gear on tonight? What's wrong with you? Niners aren't playing. Seahawks, Rams. I wanted to look fresh for everybody. And by looking fresh, all the ladies go. I did that one for you, Black Mask. Black Mask. Appreciate it, brother. $50 super chat. Sam Darnold going to throw incomplete on first down. That'll bring up a second down. And here on second down, false start on Gray Zabel. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Angry Mob. Soundboard Chase. Had to do it for you. Second and 15. Darnold going to throw down the right seam. Passes caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Ladies and gentlemen, that is his second catch of the night. And I believe only his second target. He was in the backfield with Darnold there to the right. Love that play design. Kubiak's done that a couple times this year. Seahawks have it at midfield. Darnold, quick throw to the right. Charbonnet upended. Great tackle by Wallace. Peter Joseph. Oh, no, this one from Nanza. Sam Laserbeam Darnold, man. He can whip it. Second and 10. Ball right on that Seahawks logo. Seattle runs it. Minimal gain there for Charbonnet. The backup to Kenneth Walker, who earlier had the 55-yard touchdown run. That got things going to start this third quarter. Earlier, he had a screen pass that went for 36, which led to the first touchdown. So Kenneth Walker, I'd say the offensive MVP so far for the Seahawks tonight. 3rd and 8. Ball to Rams 48. Cooper Kupp in motion. He gets trailed by Wallace. Rams show blitz. They send 4. Darnold picked! Going the other way. It's Wallace. Big game Sammy throws it right to Wallace, who takes it to the 1. Nearly a pick 6. Paul Gaines, you call that a laser. I call that an INT. Right on cue. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And you know how I said Wallace trailed Cooper Kupp? That signified to Darnold that the Rams were playing man. But they showed man and dropped back into zone, faking Darnold out. And he threw the pick to Wallace, who should have housed it. Can't get taken down at the 1. Big turnover in this game. And now Seattle down in the turnover margin, 2-0. 1st and goal for the Rams. They'll run it. And Corum reaches for the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. You can hear a pin drop in Seattle. (22-14) extra point pending here. To make it a 9.2 possession game. This is a big extra point here. Mevis connects. Darnold slammed his helmet on the sideline. Faked out there by the look. Mondo Lestraka. $5 super chat. Let's go Seattle. Now they need a comeback bid here. Another $2 super chat from Black Mask. He's just not a big-time player, period. That's big game Sammy. And oh! Superman Angry Mob. $50 super chat. Looks like we have to do this ourselves. The Temple of Boom is a mausoleum? What does that mean? Superman, appreciate that. Brandon Lemus with the 5. Does this mean if the Seahawks lose that the Niners' chances of being the 1 seed is no more? Pretty much. What would have to happen is that the Rams lose their final 2 games to Atlanta and Arizona. Not going to happen. So pretty much cooked if the Rams win this game for the Niners' chances to get the number 1 seed. But the Niners can still increase their seed over Seattle if they beat the Seahawks in Week 18. So there will still be so much to play for in that game. Brandon Lemus. Thank you for that. So Rams up 23-14. Bad pick from Darnold. He'll come back firing. He'll throw it inside the number. I believe that's A.J. Barner. Let's see. Yes, it is. Picks up a couple tough yards after the catch, gets the first down. This era thrift mutant. Nice bonus coverage. Thank you so much. I wanted to do it for all the real ones. Deep drop for Darnold. Oh, he gets crushed. Nearly picked off the hands of Landman. Darnold got absolutely cracked. There might be a chalk outline outside of his body on the turf. Spates, the linebacker, a free hit at Darnold. He's lucky that ball didn't get picked. And if Landman didn't jump up initially to try to defend the pass, to try to read the trajectory of it, he would have picked off that pass. But he didn't have the necessary footing. Darnold rips a throw in between the numbers. Pass is caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba. First down. Raheed Shaheed in motion. Darnold going to loft one downfield over the head of Barner. Thought he got past the safety Cam Kitchens. There is a flag. Holding on the offense wouldn't have mattered. Clear hold. First and 20. 5:15 left in the third. Darnold takes the shotgun snap, delayed handoff to Walker, 1 yard. Byron Young having a good year with the tackle there. Oh, cap here. Max Samuels got the jokes. Darnold better than number 13. No chance. Whoever's saying Darnold is better than Purdy, get out of here. Ball at the 48. Split back. Darnold will throw it from the gun. Uh-oh. He's running around. Throws it to Walker. He reverses field. Look out. A lot of running to get like 5 yards, but that was certainly entertaining. Nanzo, Sam, deer in the headlights, Darnold. Big game, Sammy. Darnold empty set. Big 3rd and 14 here. Play clock at 1. Darnold gets the snap off. Looking. Fires far side. Incomplete for Cooper Kupp. Couldn't get him on the comeback. Crowd booing in Seattle. Yeah, it just comes down to the rhythm and timing being off of that play. Seahawks going to punt it. Michael Dixon boots it away with the right foot. Punt's going to bounce inside the 20. We'll see where they spot it. All right. Now, earlier in the first half, I had said if somebody sent in a 50, I would chug a beer. Black Mask and Angry Mob sent in the 50s in the third quarter. Do I still have to chug? Type yes, type no down in the comments section. Type yes, type no down in the comments section. Because I'll go get that beer right now if we need to. All right, I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Angry Mob, fire in the hole! All right, I'll be right back. I'll get that beer. We're back, baby. We're back, baby. All right, Black Mask, Angry Mob. Both sent in $50 super chats. We're chugging a Happy Dad. Not a sponsor, but they should be. Easy money, baby. 1st and 10. Rams run it with Kyron Williams. He picks up 7. Vital Torres. Hey, Chase, have a drink for me too. I got you. That one was for you as well. Amanda Larson. What is that? Niner piss? Isaiah Garcia, attaboy. Demon Slayer, what does this mean? Who do you hate more? Poll is 50-50 with 1,086 votes. You know what it means? That the fan base hates both teams. Ooh, Chua Lore. In-N-Out Burger? Hell yeah, bro. Enjoy. All right, Kyron runs it again. No gain. It's 3rd and 3. Type those threes. Type those threes in the chat. Stafford takes the shotgun snap. Pocket breaks down. Goes through his progressions. Finds his man. It's Smith. Over the middle. Good job by Smith to find the soft spot in the zone. He just settled down for Stafford. And that was Stafford's like third read on the play. He looked right and then came back center. Big boy quarterbacking right there. 419 Joseph. Stafford locking in, Darnold choking. Yeah, seriously. Play action for Stafford. Looks deep. Throws it underneath the Williams. Gain of 5. Second and 6. Another handoff goes to Kyron Williams. That'll set up a third and about 3 or 4. Stafford against the blitz, rips one down the right seam, pass caught. Nakua breaks the tackle, still on his feet. 15-10 all the way down to the 5. And that will end the third quarter. Rams are a score away from routing the Seahawks here on Thursday night. And they're doing it without Devontae Adams. Stafford slinging that thing tonight. Mike Concha over in the first quarter. Seahawks made a little bit of a comeback there. I mean, they were up. But really, since that first quarter, you had the 55-yarder for Kenneth Walker. Other than that, Seattle has done nothing offensively. Darnold threw the pick when they were kind of driving around midfield. Before that, right before the break, Cooper Kupp had the fumble. You're down in the turnover battle against a team like this that's been playing like this. Doomsday. Doomsday. Ali Hassan. Seattle losing today. Shaking my head. God, I do appreciate that. Matt Larson. Sorry, Chase. Amanda Larson has bird flu. Bad night for the Hawks tonight for your wifey. Ball at the 5. Start of the fourth quarter. Kyron Williams gets the give, gets to maybe the 3. Puka Nacua is so good after the catch, man. Puka has 480 receiving yards in his last 3 games. Kyron Williams, another carry, gets to the 1. He's just getting housed by a few Seahawks players fighting. Can't get to the goal line. It'll be 3rd and goal. Kobe Bryant down with an injury. They'll tend to him. Angry Mob, good news is when we play them, we'll win. Another Niners-Rams matchup. That would mean that they meet in the playoffs at some point. And Niners-Seattle week 18. It's going to be fireworks. Oh, yeah. Jackson fell onto the ankle of Bryant. That's what hurt him there. 3rd and goal. Huge play right here. Ball spotted at the 1. Stafford, a quick throw. Oh, my gosh. How did he fit that into Nacua? Again, one of those plays that has an option to either run it or pass it. But if you throw it, Stafford has to get rid of it so quickly because you run the risk of an offensive lineman getting downfield. And Stafford was looking kind of no look and found Nacua. What a toss, man. Stafford is slinging that pill tonight. Rams touchdown. Extra point up and good. It is 30-14. Still 13 and a half minutes to go, but Seattle has to get to work quickly. Retro gaming. Niners want to play on the road in the playoffs. I hate it, but it sucks. The fine thing with that is, 1, your fans travel. 2, your game travels. The Niners under Shanahan are built to play in any type of weather condition. Think back to 2021. Went on the road, beat Dallas. Went on the road, beat Green Bay. Went on the road, and we know how it ended, up 17-7 in the fourth quarter against the Rams and lost. But a great run. Somebody else made a good point too. And I talked about this scenario this week with a YouTube shorten on the show, but it's almost like it'd be better if the Niners got the 5 seed because they could play the NFC South champion. Buccaneers have been bad for like a month and a half. Or you play the Panthers, who the Niners crushed at Levi's Stadium. So I would like that 4-5 matchup. Matthew, Niners have played better on the road this year. Beat the Rams as 8.5-point underdogs on the road. Beat the Seahawks on the road. Their two best wins are on the road. So that's a good point, Matthew. I don't know if they played better, but their two best wins are on the road against Seattle and against the Rams. It's a good point. Yeah, Johnny Dubs, I was talking about that. Stafford with that Steph Curry. Filthy. Touchback here. Seahawks will get it at the 35. Darnold, a deep drop, throws left side, pass caught. Jackson Smith and Jigba, just like that. Seahawks have it inside the Rams 40. Darnold going to throw it to JSN again. Pass caught. Second short. We'll call it a 2nd and 1. JSN up to 4 catches for 68 yards. Only had one grab in the first half. Ball inside the 30. Charbonnet with the carry. He gets to the 22. Johnny Royal. Chase, you sleepy? Been up since 6 a.m. Got a workout in at 7. Came to work at 9:30. Long day, but a fun day. Went live already on the Niners Report, live again. But this is a blast, man. Ball at the 23. Pitch play near side. Walker trying to navigate. And he goes down for a loss of about a half yard. 2nd down. Max Samuel's productive day. Very much so. I'm blessed every day, man. To be able to do this on this platform, it's incredible. 2nd and 10. Darnold drops back. Throws it to Walker out of the backfield. 1st down, Seattle. He's having a really good night. First and goal. Ball at the 10. JSN in motion from right to left. Darnold looks that way. Finds him. JSN tried to slip out of a tackle from Williams, who picked Darnold off earlier. He can't. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 6.5. Darnold going to toss it again. Looking. Flush to his right. Has to throw out of bounds. Third and goal. Check that. JSN, 5 catches for 72 yards, all in the second half. He had the target in the first half. Cup and JSN to the left. Shaheed to the right. Darnold throws, intercepted. He's picked off again. It's Turner. The defensive tackle drops back in coverage and picks off Darnold. Big game Sam striking once again. Incredible. Give me Sam Darnold at Levi's in week 18. That's 3 turnovers tonight for Seattle in Rams territory. Big game Sam Darnold. This is how Sam Darnold plays in big games. Yikes. Big game Sammy. Demon Slayer. Do time, Darnold. Man, some Seahawks fans probably want him locked up for this game. Carry the torch like that one. Steve M. Sour Milk Sammy. Oh, man. I like that. Sour Milk Sammy. That is good stuff. He's no Yosemite Sam. JDP, Darnold circling the drain. Oh, man, just the classic defensive tackle dropping back in coverage. Darnold never saw him. He did get smacked as he threw that. But the throw wasn't even there, man. No one surprised. $5 super chat. Can't say I am surprised. Unknown games. Darnold seeing ghosts again. Yes, he is. Under 9 to play. Third down coming up here for the Rams. 3rd and 6. Third and 6. Stafford in the gun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll throw it here against a 4-man rush. Pass broken up, almost picked off. Darnold will get another shot. If he throws another pick, I'm signing off. If he throws another pick, I'm signing off. Shaheed, opportunity for a return, takes it at the 44. He's electrifying. Shaheed along the sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Seattle. 58-yard punt return for the trade deadline acquisition. Shaheed picking up Sam Darnold there. Show us the TDs. He is electric, man. And how about this? Seahawks going to go for the 2-point conversion here to make it an 8-point game. Darnold in the gun. Cup in motion. Darnold looks, fires, pass, caught! Cooper Kupp against his former team. 2-point conversion good. It's a 1-score ball game. This is the NFL, man. A team can get dominated and shellacked, and then all of a sudden, in the span of 2 minutes here, it's a 1-score ball game. Unreal. Wow. 1-score ball game. Let's go. See, Retro Dude knew the assignment. Showing us the TDs. Rams' first punt of the night, and it goes back for nearly a 60-yard punt return. Rams drop the kick. And Whittington gets hit at the 21. Can you sense a momentum change? Rams have Atlanta and Arizona after this week. Seahawks, Panthers, Niners. Niners, Colts Monday night. Bears, Seahawks. Ball at the 22. Stafford under center. Play action. Dumps it off for Nakua. Short gain. Hey, we'll give Amanda Larson some love here. See, believe. It's a house divided between her and her husband. Sour Milk Sammy trying to take the credit. Sour Milk Sammy has me fucking dead, man. That's good stuff. 2nd and 7, ball at the 25. Stafford will throw it again. He's pressured. Incomplete. Hit as he throws. It's 3rd and 7. Type those threes. Hernandez. He knows the assignment. Chill. What time is the watch party Monday Night Football? 8:15 p.m. game. We'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern. 4:15 Pacific. Dylan G. Typing those threes. Seahawks send 4. Stafford pressured. Under siege. Runs to his left. Throws. Incomplete. Mumfield, I thought he caught it. McVay is asking Mumfield if he caught it because if he did, he wants to challenge. Let's see. Great defense by Witherspoon. Plastering Puka. I don't think, nope, that's a drop. Not a drop. It's a bad throw and an incompletion. I'm not going to do Mumfield like that. Rams going to punt it away. You kidding me? Evans with this second punt. Short and wobbly. Seahawks going to get it at the 40 or 45. Holy Toledo. Mondo saying yes. This is nuts. Sam Darnold with some pressure on him. Let's go. 7:02 left. Plenty of tick left in this football game. When trailing by 15 plus points in the fourth quarter, the Seahawks 152. Reverse goes to Shaheed. Gets the outside. He's off and running. Inside the 30 to the 25. There's a flag. Offside on the defense. First down, Seahawks. They faked the handoff to Charbonnet, gave it to Shaheed on the end around. Great design. He is so fast. This was one of my favorite trades at the deadline. Hasn't done a ton for Seattle, but you see it. He's breathtaking at times. Ball at the 26. Seahawks go heavy to the left. Darnold under center. Play action. Rolls left. Throws deep downfield. Wide open. Pass caught. Touchdown, Barner. 26-yard pitch and catch. We're a 2-point conversion away from this game being tied. 2-play, 57-yard drive in 39 seconds. Wow. What a fourth quarter we're seeing. Here comes the 2-point try. .6:23 left in the fourth. Darnold under center, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Quick throw, tipped. Incomplete. It's going to remain a 2-point game. Jared Verse, I think, broke up that pass. What a game we have, man. Seattle mounting quite the comeback here. Oh my gosh. So Darnold's pass may have gone backwards. It then hit a defensive player, and the Seahawks recovered it in the end zone. And this is going to be reviewed. Charbonnet picked it up in the end zone, and if it is a backwards pass, it means that it's a fumble, and it's recovered by the Seahawks. They're reviewing this. For as crazy as this game has been, let's make it crazier. I think it's backwards. The Rams went up 30-14 with 13:34 to go in the fourth. Sam Darnold was picked off. But then the Rams defense, or Seahawks defense, able to hold. Seahawks score a 58-yard punt return for Rashid Shaheed to make it 30-22. Then Darnold hits A.J. Barner for a touchdown, and I think this is going to be reversed. I think we're going to have a tied ball game. Holy fucking shit. 2-point conversion reversed. It's good. We're tied 30-30. This is bananas. Whistle did not blow. That was key. And just like that, we're locked up at 30 apiece. Rams bring the kick out to the 25. The crowd is into it now. The Seahawks are believing. And we're witnessing one of the crazier comebacks that you will ever see. It is loud at Lumen Field in Seattle. 6:18 to play. Stafford under center. Handoff Corum. Minimal pickup. It'll be second and long. After Darnold's second pick, right in front of the goal line. Win probability was at 3% for Seattle. It's now up to 48%. Second and 8. Stafford play action. Throws near side. Passes dropped by Parkinson. It's 3rd and 8. Ali, I'm witnessing cinema football. I love how you use that term. Adam Davis with the $5 super chat. This is why we watch football. This is a prime example of the NFL doing NFL shit. Plenty of time for some more TDs. Fellas, thank you for the super chats. Appreciate that. 3rd and 8. Stafford, quick throw. It's tipped, then caught by Nakua. He's going to be stopped short. Seahawks going to get the ball back. 5:20 to play and ticking. Third straight 3 and out for this Rams offense. Evans punts it away again, angles it to the left. Shaheed, fair catch at the 22. Cinema football, as Ali said. And that's the best way to summarize this. More than 1,000 people watching live. If you're having a good time tonight, type me in the comment section. I'll pop up some of your comments here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily and year-round coverage of the Niners. Pink Spade, enjoying the show. Michelle H. Greg Smith, Joseph, Adam Davis, Eric Mitchell, Digital Vood, amazing. Greg Smith typing that me. And hold on to the edge of your seats. We're coming in for a landing, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're just joining us, what a game we were witnessing. Sam Darnold was intercepted with 9:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Rams couldn't capitalize. They went punt. You had the Rashid Shaheed punt return for a touchdown. You had Sam Darnold hit A.J. Barner. The 2-point conversion was no good. Then it was ruled a backwards pass and fumbled, recovered in the end zone by the Seahawks to tie us up at 30-30. Crazy game. Darnold going to throw it. Right side. Oh, we had Jackson Smith and Jigba open. Amanda Larson, she's believing. Let's go Hawks 12s. You Niners, sure you want a taste of the Seahawks Week 18. Watching the best team. Thanks, Chase, for a fun watch party. Thanks for being here. My pleasure. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Lyle, $5 super chat. Faithful, let's effing go. Bang, bang. Darnold gonna swing it out to Walker. He picks up 2. And it's 3rd down. Oh, Matthew Stafford to the blue medical tent. He's banged up. Jimmy Garoppolo, the backup. 3rd and 7. Trips right. Quick throw. JSN. Stop short. Rams will get it back. Let's see if Stafford comes out. He's grabbing his helmet. Of course he is. He's a tough son of a gun. Black mask. Shitty set. That was right there. That was. Seahawks punt it away. Going to be fair caught at the 19. 3:19 left. Rams with 2 timeouts. Seahawks with 3. Bowtie Chaplin. Momentum just switched. Back to the Rams, maybe? The Seahawks 0-172 when trailing by 15 plus points in the 4th quarter all time. Stafford hasn't thrown a pick yet. From the 20. Stafford in the shotgun. Drops back to throw it. Checks it down. Gain of about 6. Allen. Tackled by Ernest Jones there. That'll take us to 3 minutes to play. Clock rolling. Lyle, as Journey would sing, don't stop believing. Let's go. Thank you for that $5 super chat. Second and 4. Stafford takes the shotgun snap. Ball batted down at the line. We're going to see a huge 3rd down. You know what to do. Type those 3s. You know what to do. Type those 3s. 3rd and 4. Clock still. 2:41 left. Empty set for Stafford. 3 to the right. Tight end and Nakua to the left. Seahawks send 4. Stafford looking. Launches. Man wide open. Pass complete. 1st down. There's a flag on the play. It was Ferguson again. I think it might be a hit to the helmet on Okoa. Let's see what the call is. Ferguson spun the ball and pointed. Is it going to be taunting? Not in this moment. Definitely helmet to helmet. Oh my goodness. Personal foul. 15-yard penalty hit on a defenseless receiver. It was on Okada, the safety. He came from the opposite hash to make that hit, and now the Rams already in field goal range. The one said that was clean. It was not. It was crown of the helmet to the face mask. Kyron going to run it to the left side. He gets about 9, but hold on. More laundry. Another flag. Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. It's now 1st and 20. Ball goes back to the 41. Stafford gonna sling it. Throws, pass caught. Parkinson taken down immediately at the 36. Puka Nacua talking some smack. He's really become an unlikable player, hasn't he? Didn't his brother steal a car last night from an NBA player or something? I don't care about the podcast that he went on. But Puka Nacua this offseason saying some stuff about the Niners, Brock Purdy. It's kind of annoying. Black Mask, $5 super chat. Hitting a defensive receiver. He caught the ball and you hit him. NFL is a joke. But you love it, Black Mask. You love it. Thank you for the 5. Ball at the 36. Rams run it. Kyron Williams takes it to the 29. 3rd down coming up. Type those 3s. Mike McDonald calls another timeout. Stops the clock at, let's see what they have here. Just want to make sure they didn't add any time to it. 2:15. 2:15. 3rd and 8. Stafford in the shotgun. Ball spotted at the 29. Rams need to get to the 21. Seahawks show blitz. They bring pressure. Stafford throws. Nobody home. Incomplete. No flags. Rams will have to kick the field goal here. Seahawks will still get a chance. Mevis going to come out for a pressure kick. He has not missed this year. Is that the announcer jinx? 8 of 8. Long of 52. 3 of 3 tonight. 48-yarder from the left hash. The kick is up. It's no good. No good. Mevis sails it right. Announcer jinx. Thank your boy. We stayed tied at 30. Wow. No good. No good. No good. I got him with the jinx. Mevis and Butthead. Are you kidding me? 2:07 left. Seahawks run it with Charbonnet. 2-yard gain to the 40. I was just about to say this, Jeff. Wouldn't this be on brand? Darnold throwing a pick takes us to the 2-minute warning. Seahawks need to get to about the 43 to give Myers a chance. I mean, he connected from, I think, 57 last week to beat the Colts. Second and 8 coming out of the 2-minute warning. JSN in motion from right to left. Joins the side of Shaheed. Darnold takes the shotgun snap. Looking. Pressured. Oh, no. Down he goes. Verse and Turner take him down around the 30. It'll be 3rd and an eternity. And Darnold better be careful on this 3rd and long here. Third and 17 to be precise. 1,300 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, subscribe to the channel for daily Niners coverage. Cooper Kupp in motion. Darnold takes the snap. Deep drop. And the ball is batted down at the line. Now the Rams will have a shot to win this ball game. If not, we're going to OT. Dixon punts it away. What a punt! Fair caught at the 11. That is a hell of a boot from Dixon. Stafford, 50 game-winning drives in 4th quarter and overtime, most among active players. Keep in mind, this is also his 17th season, but he's had a lot of them. Stafford calls for the snap, pressured, throws incomplete. Pocket was muddied up. He had traffic around his ankles. 2nd and 10, Leonard Williams providing some of the pressure for that Seattle front. 2nd and 10. Deep drop for Stafford. Launches downfield. Pass caught. Nakua hauls it in at the 38. Nakua against Witherspoon. Good coverage, but a great throw from Stafford. They mark him down at the 39. Stafford throws, nobody home, incomplete. 2nd and 10, 1:06 left. Rams have one timeout. Seahawks have one timeout. Third straight game with 150-plus receiving yards for Nakua. Tied for the longest streak in NFL history. Last player to do that, CeeDee Lamb in 2023. Rams need 25 more yards to get into field goal range, but Mevis just missed. Seahawks send 4. Stafford pumps. Stafford throws. It's almost picked, but it's caught by Mumpfield. Short of the first down to the 48 of Los Angeles. And there's a Seahawks defender down. Wow, Stafford's arm was hit as he threw it, and somehow the ball still got to Mumpfield. And then the ball was almost picked. Eman Worry is the Seahawks defender who went down. Now the Rams need about 15, 16 yards to get into field goal range. .102 left in the game. Now they're going to wind the play clock. They hadn't. So 102 left. Play clock not a concern here at 15. 2-by-2 set. Seahawks with the 4-man front. Stafford pumps. Stafford throws. Incomplete. Off the hands of Mumpfield. 2nd and 10. Stafford calls for the shotgun snap again. Throws to the outside. Pass cannot be hauled in by Parkinson. It's 3rd and 10. Type those threes. Type those threes. Stafford in the shotgun. Takes the quick snap. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. Rams will have to punt it from here. Puka was bracketed the entire way. Shaheed back to receive the punt. Evans boots it away. Fair catch just inside the 15. Look, there's 42 ticks left. Seahawks have an opportunity here. No timeouts, but they have an opportunity. You can take some sideline shots. You can take some shots in between the numbers, in between the seams here. Now, Darnold has thrown 6 picks against this Chris Shula defense. This goes back to last year with Minnesota. But I'm willing to be aggressive here. Darnold checks it down. Pass caught. Charbonnet. Pass at 25. To the 28. Seahawks go no huddle. They'll clock it. Stops the clock at 29. Ball's officially at the 27. Eman Worried to the locker room. Second and 10. Rams send extra pressure. They nearly get home to Darnold, and they do. He's sacked. Puna Ford takes him down, and that's going to bleed the clock. We're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. All right. Overtime records. Teams who kick 2-5-1. Teams who receive 2-2. One 10-minute period. Each team will have the opportunity to possess the ball unless the team kicking off to start overtime scores a safety or if time runs out on the first possession. If teams are tied after one possession each, next score wins the game. Game, of course, can end in a tie. Each team will have 2 timeouts. All replay reviews from New York. Call his heads for Stafford. Seahawks will kick it. All right. Free football overtime. I got to do a bathroom break. I will be right back. So don't go anywhere. 1,400 people watching. OT period coming up. All right, here we go. We're back, baby. Rams will start the first drive of overtime at the 20. Stafford throws it to his right. Pass caught by Puka Nacua. Gain of 8 or 9 yards. He's having a monster day. There's a chance he gets 200 yards in this game. Ali, this is cinema. I say cinema. Indeed it is. Stafford, play action. Rolls away from the throwing side. Comes back across the field to Corum. Pass is caught for a first down. Brandon Lemus, Darnold, I swear if you don't capitalize this drive, I got my pitchfork and torch ready. Unfortunately, he didn't. But thank you for that super chat. Black Mask. Chase, remind the faithful, what does it mean if this ends in a tie? Confuses a lot of people. Thanks for those super chats. Stafford, play action. He's pressured, escapes the sack, throws downfield, had a man open, but he overshot him. It was Ferguson who was open. If there's a tie, Black Mask, there's some type of crazy scenario here. Second and 10. Stafford takes the high shotgun snap, launches deep downfield, intercepted, but then dropped. Julian Love had the pick and he dropped it. Illegal contact on the defense anyway. 5-yard penalty. Jones, a slight push of Puka Nacua. Downs reset for the Rams. Ball to the 47. Corum gains about 4. Nick Eman-Worry being evaluated for a concussion. Stafford checks it down, tipped in the air, intercepted. Did Jones get his hands underneath it? He's calling his defense to celebrate with them. The ball tipped off the hands of Corum into the hands of Jones. And right now it's Seahawks football. Ernest Jones. I think he has control of the football. Here's a great look. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be incomplete. Should make this a 3rd and 6. It's honestly so close. Here's the official ruling. Incomplete. Now it's a 3rd and 6 for the Rams. Such a bang play. So close. Third and 6. Type those threes. Bought the Seahawks 49. Corner blitz. Stafford doesn't see it. Gets popped. But he hits Nakua. There's also a flag. Seahawks are saying it's a false start on the Rams. Offsides on the defense. Penalty decline. 1st down Rams. $11 catches for 184 for Nakua. Rams run it with Kyron Williams. Stuffed. .642 and ticking left in overtime. Play action for Stafford. Rips one downfield. Caught Nakua. Walk-in touchdown. 41 yards. That puts him over 2 Bills. 8-play, 80-yard drive for the Rams in 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Seahawks now have to respond with a touchdown. Extra point up and good. 37-30. Rams go on top. Nakua was the outside wide receiver. Ernest Jones dropped back. He's the one who couldn't corral that pick. And he kind of drifted to his left. Stafford then threw it inside. And the lane was there for Nakua. .133 yards after the catch tonight for Nakua. Touchback for Seattle. They'll have the ball at the 35. So if the Rams and Seahawks tie and the Niners win, they can't climb up to the 5 spot. That is what the tie comes down to. I saw some people asking about that, including Black Mask. But if the Rams do win and the Niners win, they can climb up to the 5 spot. Because then the Niners will have the tiebreaker over Seattle. Seahawks would drop to 11-4. Niners would become 11-4. Since they won week 1, they would have the higher seed. That's what happens with the tie or without a tie. 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard run for Walker. Darnold gonna roll to his right, throw, pass, caught. What a catch by Jackson Smith and Jigba. First down to the Rams' 44-yard line. Little toe drag swag for JSN. Tim Diaz, I got you. Darnold under center, split eye, play action. He's pressured, throws it away. 2nd and 10, 5:13 to play. Fell gamer. What an effing game, though. Hey, you speak for all of us. Ball at the 44. Darnold from the shotgun. Throws, pass, incomplete for JSN. No flags? Flag comes in late. I was going to say he got mauled. Spot foul, automatic first down. Emmanuel Forbes whistled for that penalty. Darnold, a handoff to Walker, and he gets tabletopped. Picked up a couple yards. 2nd down. Second and 8. JSN in the backfield with Charbonnet and Darnold. Low snap. Darnold corrals it. Throws downfield. Pass is caught by Cooper Kupp at the 16. A great touch throw from Darnold. Left foot down. Right foot toe tap. Ball spotted at the 16. 4:23 to go. Darnold checks it down. About a 2-yard pickup for Charbonnet. So Black Mask with that $5 super chat, remind the faithful, what does it mean if this ends in a tie? That means that even if the Niners win, they can't move up to the 5 seed. If there isn't a tie and the Niners win on Monday, they can move up to the 5 seed. Second and 8. Shaheed in motion. Darnold play action. Rolls near side. Finds his tight end, Barner. It'll be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Ball at the 9. Seahawks run it. Charbonnet, first down inside the 5 to the 3. First and goal. They spot it at the 4. Rams going to call a timeout. So after that McVay timeout, clock at 3:17. First and goal for Seattle. Darnold under center. Put Shaheed in motion. Play action. Darnold steps up, throws into the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jigba. Back of the end zone. It's 37-36. 9 plays, 65-yard drive. Will the Seahawks go for 2? Offense stays on the field. Two-point try to win the game. 37-36. Darnold in the gun. McVay calls his second timeout. Good job by Darnold with the play action fake. Climb the pocket a little bit and then zip that throw to JSN. Two-point try. Will they run a play or just try to get the Rams to jump off sides to win the game? 37-36. Darnold in the gun. Charbonnet to his right. Cooper Kupp in motion. And now Seattle calls a timeout. Cliffhanger, baby. All right, for the third time, a 2-point try to win the ball game. McVay timeout, McDonald timeout. Now we run it. Charbonnet in the backfield with Darnold. Ball's going to be snapped from the left hash. Seahawks change the formation. Darnold takes the snap. Looks, fires, caught! 2-point conversion is good! Seahawks win! Seahawks win! Seahawks win! Niners' hopes of getting the number 1 seed remain alive as the Seahawks come back from 30-15 in the fourth quarter to beat the Rams 38-37 in overtime. That is a game for the ages right there. Are you kidding me? Barner on the receiving end from Darnold, and that goes down as one of the craziest games, most epic games that we will ever see. Seahawks have the number 1 seed in their hands, and the Niners can take it away potentially in Week 18. What a ball game. Protection held up. Wow. Big game, Sam Darnold. What a finish. Holy shit. What a game. Oh, dude, I love it. I love it, man. Okay, so it was actually the former Niner, Eric Saubert, who caught that 2-point conversion. How about the balls on Mike McDonald to go for it? What a freaking game, man. All right. We're obviously going to have to break this down here, because there is a lot to sort through. Okay. Let's see if we can sort this through. The Seahawks can get the number 1 seed if they win out, and the 49ers can get the number 1 seed if they win out. And that would require the Niners beating Seattle in Week 18. Just a tough, resilient effort from Sam Darnold, and what a comeback for the Seahawks here. Dixie Normus with a win. Do the Niners take the 5 seed? Yes. I believe they would. Oh! Big time super chats coming in. We've got Adam Davis here. It's cool that Martin Scorsese directed tonight's episode of Thursday Night Football. Cinema football indeed. Thanks for streaming tonight, Chase. Thanks for hanging out, man. That was so much fun. And then how about this one? Tyler V. $100 super chat for the one baby. My man. And then Adam Davis with another 2. Seattle now 1-172 in games down by 15 in the fourth quarter. For those super chats that came in. For the $100 super chat. Okay. So the Rams drop to the 5 seed. The 49ers are in the 6th spot. The Rams won the most recent game, but the Niners now have the better divisional record. So that will catapult them ahead of Los Angeles. Has to be the best game of 2025 so far. I mean, 1-172 when trailing. By 15 in the fourth quarter for Seattle. Holy shit, what a night. What a game. Okay. Got to sort through some of the math here. So the Niners can get the 1 seed if they win the rest of their games. Colts, Bears, Seahawks. Simple as that. And the 49ers, if they beat the Colts on Monday night, will move ahead of the Rams because they have a 4-1 divisional record. And the Rams now have a 3-2 record in the division. Niners will clinch a playoff spot with the victory. They could also lose, and if the Lions lose to the Steelers, they clinch a playoff spot. If the Niners tie and the Lions tie, the Niners can clinch a playoff spot. Insane. Insane. Darth Fatass, what's up, bro? Thanks for streaming tonight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching the show and supporting. All right, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to sign off and then record another video so that I can get that up on the channel. Therefore, I can just edit that together real quick and put out that information. But to summarize things, if the Niners win against the Colts on Monday, they move up to the 5 spot in the NFC. The Niners can get the number 1 seed if they win out. Seahawks can get the number 1 seed if they win out. And obviously that would include a Week 18 win over San Francisco at Levi Stadium. What a fun time. Obviously a great decision to go live here on the show. For everybody who tuned in, I appreciate y'all. So I'm going to sign off here. I'm going to record a show talking about the game, recapping that, and talking about all the playoff scenarios for the Niners. That'll be up on the channel within the next, I don't know, half hour or so. Michelle H. Thanks, Niner Gang, for the Niner hang. I like that. I like that. All right. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Smithers. Chase, you rock, dude. Really appreciate that. I appreciate all the love, man. I mean, how much fun is it that this is my job and I get to hang out with all of you? We're live for 3 hours and 48 minutes, and we witness a football game like that. Incredible. So going to sign off, going to record a video talking about all these playoff implications for San Francisco, and I'll see you soon. Much love. Niners, number 1 seed, home field advantage, still alive with 3 games left. Take care.